Hello everyone. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at an article from the New York Times. Now, this was published on June 26th. It's written by Aziz Paybara, okay? Now, the left and the Democrats and the legacy media, they really want to, die on the Bubba Wallace hill. They're still pushing this shit. NASCAR wants to die on the Bubba Wallace hill. All right, look at the title there. NASCAR releases images of Noose found in Bubba Wallace's garage. Now, if you look at this picture, now when this was supposedly should have been taken, all right, the pits would have been busy. Do you see anyone except for this one fucking guy in the pit area? You'd have people with passes, whether they're spectators or you're going to have the actual pit crew members and their guests. And the team owners and sponsors and everyone down there, all right? Because that's what goes on at NASCAR. But if you look at this particular fucking picture, all right, no one's to be found except for this one guy. And to give you, they don't have a full, view of the actual pole. It's just this. Now, Bubba Wallace's retarded crew or him cut down the thing. But somehow they managed to get a picture of it that's conveniently framed like this. All right. Looks like it's photoshopped almost. I mean, you look at this. I'm sorry, but it actually looks like the haze around it. It looks like it's been, a layer put on it. It does not look like an original fucking picture. Now, I could be wrong, but something really stuck out with me on this because it looks fake as fuck. So I decided, you know what? I'm going to do a video on this because this is complete and total horse shit. I mean, look at this here. As you can see from the photo, the noose was real, as was our concern for Bubba, said Steve Phelps, the president of NASCAR. Steve Phelps is a fucking, take a knee, shitbag type. Oh, we've got to bring social justice into NASCAR because we got to bring in the social justice warriors. We got to bring in those social justice lefties. Ooh, we need them for spectators. You're going to alienate your fucking core audience, you dumb fuck, with this shit. But you know what? You don't get that because you're so fucking delusional and what's the word I'm looking for? Detached from reality when it comes to what NASCAR is and the people who like it. Which, detached wasn't exactly the right word, but it fills it properly here. I mean, this looks fake as fuck. I'm sorry, but it does. All right? And Aziz here wants to push a fucking narrative because a garage pole all of a sudden is a fucking hangman's noose. And that's what's fucked up. I'm sorry, but this looks like it's been photoshopped. I mean, if you can, go look at the New York Times article. You can definitely find it on Archive IS. The picture's from Reuters. You might be able to find it that way. But look at it. It seriously looks like this has been, sent through Photoshop. It really does. And the thing is, no one would tie a noose to a garage pole. Because as you pull it, the noose is going to tighten and you're just going to have it slide. Whereas if you put a fucking loop, you can pull it right down. And now, as we get into this, you're going to see how they're trying to push this bullshit and how it is bullshit. I mean, people already know that, but they're so desperate. It's not even funny. See, it says, a noose found in the garage stall assigned to Darrell Wallace Jr. at Talladega Superspeedway in photograph released by NASCAR. Come on now. I'm not buying that because they cut the fucking thing down. This looks fake as fuck. They seriously want to push this shit right now. It's ridiculous. One fucking guy gets his panties in a bunch like a little bitch, all right? And people can't, in a free fucking country say, in the deep South who have pride for the South, all right, fly a Confederate flag. If someone doesn't like it, they can fucking deal with it. You want to infringe on someone else because this whiny little bitch had a problem. He got his panties in a bunch. All right, and they wedged tight up his ass. Actually, he'd probably like that because he seems like the type that might like shit up his ass, being the fucking punk bitch that he is. This is ridiculous. Let's get into this propaganda bullshit by Ozzy here. NASCAR on Thursday released a photo of the noose that was found last weekend in the Talladega Superspeedway garage stall assigned to Darrell Wallace Jr., the lone black driver in NASCAR's premier series, following criticism that the racing officials had overreacted. Because they did overreact, you stupid fuck. I'm sorry. My language is probably going to be atrocious through this. because this is complete and total bullshit. As you can see from the photo, the noose was real, as was our concern for Bubba. Steve Phelps, the president of NASCAR, using Wallace's nickname, told reporters in a telephone news conference on Thursday. Now, this is what's funny. They would not release a picture of it. Finally release a picture of it, and it looks fake as fuck. It looks, it wasn't taken when it happened. It wasn't anything like that. The fucking noose looks like it's been overlaid. You look at it, the line, you can see that this looks like it's been fucking photoshopped. Phelps, you're a scumbag, dude. I'm calling you out on this. I think you fucking faked the picture. You had someone do it. And you needed the time for someone to learn maybe Photoshop or some shit to actually do it. Because you needed someone on the inside to do it and make it look passable. Because if you brought in, a graphic artist from the outside, you would risk being exposed. So you had someone on the inside, I'm sure, Photoshop that shit. Because this looks fake as fuck. It really does. Oh my God. So anyway, but yeah. So as you can see, the photo was real. The noose was real, as was our concern for Bubba. Steve Phelps, president of NASCAR, using Wallace's nickname, told reporters on a telephone news conference. Dude, virtue signal much? I mean, I just repeated that, but it needed repeating. Federal officials said Thursday that they had determined that Wallace, 26, had not been the target of a hate crime, forcing him into the position of defending himself from the baseless accusations that Heroes Racing Team staged the incident to gain favorable publicity. I still buy that you did, because you had to know it was a fucking garage pull, because even Joe the idiot fucking circus boy would know it is a goddamn door pull. And with the fact that this looks fake as fuck and looks photoshopped, I'm thinking that everyone has a right to call him out. Everyone should be calling out Phelps, because I'm not buying this shit. This looks fake. You can see it right along the fucking, right here, along the, more so, you can actually really see it right here, okay, around this piece of the rope, all right? That looks so badly photoshopped, it's not even funny. Oh. I mean, this is ridiculous. He did this for favorable publicity. Everything he's done has been for publicity. Oh, I don't like the Confederate flag. Pay attention to me. That's what he's doing. To say he's not an attention-seeking fucking shitbag because he can't win fucking races, okay, would, I guess, be these days racist, because that's the only way he's going to get any fucking notoriety. He's not fucking, half decent looking with makeup on like Danica Kirkpatrick, all right? Or whatever the fuck her name is. I mean, have you seen her without makeup? She's fucking homely. But because, it's a fucking girl in stock car, we throw some makeup on her, make her look half decent, and guys are busting nuts over her. They don't have that with him. So the only thing they can do is play the race-baiting fucking identity politics bullshit. It's ridiculous. Well, NASCAR characterized the noose as a pull rope for a garage door that was fashioned like a noose. Other people insisted it was just a rope with a handle. The statement from the Department of Justice called it, quote-unquote, noose. A noose. Well, a quote-unquote noose. You notice how he does this? Go actually look at the fucking report. They don't call it a noose. They say it is a garage pull that someone could mistake as a noose. If I remember correctly, that's how they phrased it pretty much. I'm paraphrasing a little, but that's basically what they said. So for this fucking Aziz to fucking pull this shit, you're a fucking sleazy, dishonest fucking scumbag, dude. You seriously are. Because there was way more to what the fucking Department of Justice said and what the FBI said, that it was a noose. They said it's a door pull that could be mistaken as a noose. Just like NASCAR. You fucking scumbag. Phelps acknowledged that NASCAR's own investigation was inconclusive. We were unfortunately unable to determine with any certainty who tied the rope in this manner or why it was done, he said. Because someone needed a door pull, and again, I'm not buying that the rope looked like this, because you can seriously see that it's not like natural here. This is fucking staged. This is a Photoshop. That's my personal opinion. This is a fucking Photoshop. You can see right here it doesn't look quite right. Where it crosses over, the corrugated metal here. It does not look right. It doesn't look right coming down from here either. I'm telling you right now, they are seriously trying to double down on this shit and save fucking Bubba Wallace from a major fucking embarrassment for being a fucking triggered easily little fucking spurg. This is a fucking cover-up. I'm telling you, this is my gut. You just look at this. This is fucking ridiculous. And Aziz is just pushing the bullshit. Phelps acknowledged that NASCAR's own investigation was inconclusive. I think that makes it clear. I mean, as we already said here, we're unfortunately able to determine with any certainty who tied the rope. You have cameras on 24-7. What? You telling me someone couldn't have gone back into the footage, the archive, and maybe looked? Or does it go back further than what you record? I thought places like that kept long, extensive, recordings. And in the digital age, it's pretty easy to do that. He also said the sport had enhanced security for Wallace. Oh, the poor little trigger bitch needs extra security. When he's literally getting everyone taking a knee and cucking to him. All those fucking drivers that fucking pushed his car. Okay, you're a bunch of fucking cuck bitches. You took a fucking knee, you stupid fucks. You're never going to be able to live that down. All right? None of you. I don't know if your sponsors told you had to do it, or you chose to do it, or your fucking team owners told you to do it. But guess what? You just fucked yourselves. Because no self-respecting person is going to fucking look at you with fucking respect. All right? I'm sorry. It's just not going to happen. They're going to look at you as cuck bitches, like I do. You're fucking cuck bitches. You're fucking pathetic. You let this little bitch move into your sport, fucking turn everything upside down, and instead of going, hey, fuckwit, why don't you act like a rational, normal fucking human being? Okay, because you're not fucking oppressed. You made it to NASCAR even though you aren't that good. We all kick your fucking ass when it comes to race day. All right? Why don't you shut the fuck up? All right? And stop being a triggered little bitch. That's what they should have done. But no, they had to fucking cuck to him. It's ridiculous. I mean, this is so stupid. He also said the sport wasn't with the enhanced security, yeah, blah, blah, blah. And that, all right, because I cut off there. But anyway, so yeah, the enhanced security for Wallace was installing cameras in all NASCAR garages, which they already do. They're fucking wired up like security fucking central because, oh shit, tools are expensive. Oh shit, equipment besides that is expensive. Oh my God. The parts tour of NASCAR are fucking expensive. The place is camered up. That's already been proven. There's no need to add more cameras. This is just fucking virtue signaling bullshit. So more cameras in garages and will require sensitivity training for NASCAR employees in order to prevent any similar episodes in the future. Similar episodes. It was a fucking door pull that you are trying to now seriously play a fucking game with. Because I hope someone's able to get as close to an original as this as possible. Put it into Photoshop and actually, or like some photo processing software and actually figure out if this is a fucking Photoshop. Because I'm telling you right now, this does not look right here. It doesn't look right here, okay? It almost looks airbrushed because the haze doesn't match the rest of it. Okay, this looks, yeah, it's fucking ridiculous. This is such ridiculous bullshit. I mean, come on now. We want everyone with a love for racing to feel welcomed and a part of our NASCAR family, and our industry is going to protect our own against anyone that feels differently, Phelps said. No one feels differently. It was a fucking garage pull. You're now going to alienate the bread and butter of NASCAR. You're going to piss off, okay, the good old country NASCAR-loving type. And you know what? It's going to hurt your fucking pocketbook, you stupid fuck. Because they're going to be like, why do I want to deal with this leftist fucking identity politics bullshit in NASCAR when NASCAR is my escape? They're not going to want to deal with it. Look what happened, you stupid fuck. Phelps, you're an idiot. Look what happened to the NFL. The ratings went in the fucking toilet, All right. They tried to fucking stop that by, not showing the national anthem, and it still didn't work. Attendance was down in the stadiums. You can't learn from fucking examples, you stupid fucking piece of shit. You're going to fucking run NASCAR into the ground. And I'm sorry. It's not like I'm a big NASCAR fan. Don't get me wrong. Sometimes I'll watch it. I don't really pay attention to the racers or whatever. I look at it more like the idea of the purity of the sport. I'm not into it like the idea of, say, football, or which I'm not even into. That's how I am with all sports. It's the purity of the sport, okay? Whether it's baseball, football, basketball. Like on the note of baseball, I would rather go to a minor league game than go, say, travel into Boston, being from New Hampshire, the Bo Sox, that's our team. Don't get me wrong. I like going in and watching a game at Fenway, taking the trek in. But I would rather go and watch a minor league team. Because it's more pure. It's guys on the field that are happy to play the game, that aren't looking at the fact of, shit, I'm making millions of dollars and acting a fucking fool. You're going to run NASCAR into the ground. You're going to drive it into a Jersey barrier at 200 miles an hour, you stupid fuck. Oh, let's use the right analogy here, And of course you're going to protect Bubba Wallace at this point because he made a fool of himself, and now you're going to fucking, from what it looks like, photoshopped fucking picture to try to cover for him instead of being honest. Yeah, Bubba Phelps, why do I call him Phelps? I mean Wallace. I'm combining the two now. Bubba Wallace overreacted. Instead of him admitting he overreacted, we got to try to help him save face by lying through our fucking teeth and trying to push this narrative that he felt scared and we're going to add security. You just admitted that this wasn't directed at him, but you're adding more security to protect him? That makes absolutely no fucking sense whatsoever. Unless you know that he's a lying sack of shit and people are going to confront him about it, and you don't want that because there might be some cameras around and you don't want, that exposure. This is ridiculous. The image was released 2 days after the authorities concluded that no federal crimes were committed. Yeah, but how many days after the race? That should also raise fucking red flags. Because NASCAR, if they wanted to do this and they really had a picture of it, it would have been released day fucking one. For them to wait until there was so much pressure to release the fucking picture, it tells you that there's something fucking fishy going on. Especially when, again, right here, okay, clearly was photoshopped, was cropped, okay? And then overlaid. I'm sorry. Right here, it's clear as fucking day to me that this was photoshopped. This is ridiculous. The Noose was discovered Sunday afternoon by a member of Wallace's racing team who alerted NASCAR officials, Phelps said. Yeah, it wasn't even Wallace. It was some but he was a butthurt little trigger bitch. He might have actually been there when it happened. Things are a little fucking fishy because we don't want to have Wallace be the one that looks like he's an overreacting, whiny little bitch. But yeah, the organization then informed Wallace out of the discovery and released a statement then even calling it a heinous act. The following day, federal officials opened an investigation. Yes, and they said that it wasn't a noose, but you wanted to push that as because you're a lying little sack of shit. They said someone could mistake it for a noose, like a dumb fuck on Wallace's fucking pit crew. And Wallace himself. J.E. Town, the United States Attorney for the Northern District of Alabama, and Johnny Sharp Jr., the head of the FBI's office in Birmingham, Alabama, said that video footage showed the noose had been in the garage as early as October 2019, before anyone knew it would be assigned to Wallace for the Geico 500 on Monday. Now, Aziz is calling it a noose. It's not a noose. It's a fucking garage pull. Oh, my God. And you've got a Photoshop picture that supposedly proves your fucking point. You're all dishonest, sleazy, lying sacks of shit. The legacy media, Phelps, NASCAR officials that are pushing the shit, you're all lying sacks of shit. That picture looks fake as fuck. You couldn't even take the time to get someone to do a good job Photoshopping that shit. Their airbrushing sucks on the fucking length of the rope, and the fucking cut along that little piece coming out of the coils looks fake as fuck. You're a fucking... I'm sorry, but this looks fake as fuck. But, this is ridiculous. In a statement posted on Twitter on Wednesday, Wallace said he was relieved that the investigation revealed that this wasn't what we feared it was. You knew it wasn't. You had to have. This is like fucking Jussie Smollett 2.0. This is fucking brother of, the dude who said fucking cake eater fucking bullshit from the Mighty Ducks, because Smollett was the brother. He wasn't the one that said cake eater. But you got a fucking cake eater and another fucking cake eater who this guy can't get attention in NASCAR, okay, by winning. So he's got to fucking, go virtue signal and go, ooh, Confederate flag. Ooh, a noose in my fucking pit. In my garage, my pit garage. This is fucking bullshit. I think we'll gladly take a little embarrassment over what alternatives could have been, he added. Well, then admit you were fucking wrong. See, this is what gets me. They want to take a little of embarrassment, he said. He'll take a little embarrassment. All right, then quit doubling, tripling, and quadrupling down. All right? And just admit you're a fucking spurg. You do that, you take a little embarrassment, end of story. But see, you don't want to admit that you're a fucking spurg that couldn't tell the difference between a garage pole and a fucking noose, and now NASCAR waits to fucking release this. I want to see the FBI fucking pictures of it, because and the fucking DOJ pictures. I don't fucking trust them. I do not trust them. I want the DOJ and the FBI to release their pictures, because I'm not buying this shit. I am seriously not buying this shit, because first off, that wouldn't be that fucking big for no, I'm sorry. It looks Photoshopped, fake as fuck. I keep going back up there. I keep saying that, but it's true. I want the DOJ and FBI fucking pictures of the shit, because I ain't buying NASCARs. Someone ought to file a Freedom of Information Act for the pictures. A Freedom of Information Act request, I mean. This is ridiculous. The discovery of the news came amid national protest over police brutality and systemic racism. There is no such thing as systemic racism, you fucking dumb shit. If there was a Z, you fucking lefty fucking spurg, you wouldn't be working for the New York fucking Times. Okay, because systemic racism would mean that your family and you would still be in fucking India and you'd be shitting in a fucking street, you dumb fuck. Because your family wouldn't have been allowed in this fucking country if there was systemic racism. Or if they did, you would be working at a fucking convenience store or some fucking menial fucking bullshit job. So shut the fuck up, you New York Times reporter talking about systemic racism when you're sitting there making a fucking bank fucking salary. Yeah, you're fucking oppressed. Bubba Wallace, who's got sponsors paying him big fucking money, you're all fucking oppressed because of some bullshit systemic racism. Uh-huh. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Sure. Yeah, okay. But following the police killing of George Floyd in Minneapolis last month, and NASCAR's recent ban of the Confederate flag from its events and properties, which Wallace was behind because, oh no, the Confederate flag triggers me. I want to be Colin Kaepernick for NASCAR. I hope all of his, the way that sponsors are taking a fucking knee, like Coca-Cola and all these companies that are sponsors in NASCAR right now, all right? Basically saying, we're going to pull our money until you start censoring fucking social media because the lefties fucking pushed him into it. All right. I don't think they would fucking do that. Right now, I think he's fucking set. This is fucking stupid shit. This is such stupid shit. Wallace, who called for the ban, had also unveiled a Black Lives Matter message on his race car this month. Oh yeah, let's not be divisive. Let's not fucking piss off people who go, yeah, systemic racism is bullshit. Black Lives Matter is a fucking Marxist group, all right, that like goes and torches shit and fucking loots and fucking riots and shit like that every time they find a fucking martyr like Hands Up Don't Shoot Shitbrick, who was proven false that he didn't do that he fucking was trying to take the guy's gun. Okay, let's not look at that fucking fact. No, so he makes shit divisive, and it has nothing to do with racism. It has to do with the fact that you got thugs and fucking criminals that are supposedly protesting, that are taking advantage of someone getting killed, okay, to commit these fucking acts. Hey, but he's not being divisive. Oh, no. Because, most people look at that, reasonable people that aren't lefty fucking deranged dipshits, okay, whether they're independent or otherwise, they look at the shit that goes on and they're like, God damn, these people are fucking morons. On Thursday, Phelps defended his initial response. Should we have toned that message down slightly? Yeah, maybe. No, definitely. Maybe we should have. No, definitely, he said. And I'll take responsibility for that. I stand by the actions we took. I think they were the right ones. Yes, because you were trying to capitalize on a fucking situation. So that's another thing no one's looking at. That during all this shit right now, all right, no one is looking at the fact that conveniently, all of a sudden this happens when he can fucking cash in and get some fucking notoriety points and some attention put on him during all this fucking George fucking Floyd bullshit that's going on because of supposed systemic racism. You know, he isn't trying to virtue signal. He isn't going, look at me. He isn't trying to exploit the situation. Oh, no. Fucking, he's a piece of shit. I'm sorry, but he's a fucking piece of shit. He tried to exploit the situation, and no one's calling him out for that. And if they are, they're getting censored and shit on social media, or at least that's what the left wants, because they don't want him called out because he's their poster boy. They're willing to die on the fucking Bubba Wallace hill. Now, I love this next part. When I read this, I went, oh yeah, how convenient. As part of NASCAR's investigation, 1,684 garage areas across 29 racetracks were inspected, he said. Only 11 pull-down ropes tied into a knot were found, and only one of those, the one found in Wallace's garage, was tied in a noose. I'm calling bullshit, because you know what? Go look at how almost all garage pulls are, all right? There's almost always knots and or loops so that you can actually grab, especially with an industrial door. There's loops, a loop on the end of the rope. Do you want to know why? Because you need the fucking leverage, because industrial doors have high tension springs on them that are even higher tension than your conventional home garage door because of their size. And you need the leverage. So I'm calling bullshit. Bullshit, 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 bullshit. Phelps said he was surprised by the results of the federal investigation, since he and others initially believed it may have been a hate crime. Oh, you were surprised by the results? Oh, bullshit, you weren't. On the inside, you're going, this fucking guy can't tell a fucking garage pull. On the outside, you're virtue signaling and pulling the shit because you think the social justice warriors are going to save fucking NASCAR. You stupid fuck. You think their money, you think people who live in their parents' fucking basement, who don't have fucking jobs, that want fucking socialism, okay, that want the government to give them free money so they can sit on their asses all day and not do a goddamn fucking thing, are actually going to bring money into the NASCAR coffers? You are seriously a deluded dumb fuck. They're not going to go. They're not going to watch. They're not going to do fucking shit. You are trying to cater to a group that will never become NASCAR fucking fans. I mean, you people are fucking idiots. He said he was troubled by the idea that several people saw the noose before it was brought to the attention of NASCAR officials. Well, they looked at it and realized it wasn't a fucking noose because, as I said, look at this fucking picture. Go find a copy of it yourself or pause this and take a look. I don't know how well the quality will be if you'll be able to see it. But here, this looks photoshopped. Big fucking time. Okay? This looks airbrushed to try to blend it in better because the haze doesn't quite match here as it does over towards here. All right? If you look, the same haze would be throughout here because it's all the way through here. Yet this is fucking clear. This is all fucking hazy. This is fucking fake as fuck. Assholes. Seriously. Odds are someone saw it and didn't react negatively to it, Phelps said. So we need to make sure that doesn't happen in the future because they saw it as a garage pull. I'm calling bullshit. I want to see the fucking DOJ and FBI fucking pictures released because this, as I keep saying, photoshopped. Photo fucking shopped. Anyway, I've covered this well enough. This is fucking ridiculous. I'm done. I'm going to leave things here. If you liked this video, depending on where you are watching it, please give it an upvote or thumbs up. If you want to know when new content of mine hits the internet, don't forget to subscribe to one or more of my social media or video accounts listed here. Also, with YouTube, don't forget to ring that bell. You can find all of my video content on both BitChute and YouTube. This may not be the case with other places I upload to, but I will try to minimize this happening. You are always welcome to interact with me at any of these sites on the list, so feel free to do so. If you have anything you want me to cover in a video, when it comes to news or current events, send it right along to me. I will try to do my best to cover it. As always, thank you for watching.